Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Coast Channel and welcome to another video. Now today, this is being pre-recorded on the Thursday, so I have absolutely no idea what the results are going to be. As you can tell, by the time you're watching this is a Saturday video, but I pre-recorded it on Thursday because I wanted to get this video out because I wanted to do Friday's video sort of on the day of the results. So this is the Saturday video, so it's a bit weird scheduling it and pre-recording stuff, but it's to do with the excitement of the results because I don't know what the results are for the Clamshell Awards. So by the time you're watching this, the results have been in and I'll either got to the final two or not. If I have, fantastic. If not, shame. But if I have, then please keep voting till the next nomination. But I won't do it yet until you've watched the video from before. So when you get time to watch this, the results should be out. So then, here we go. So today's video on the Saturday, this is getting really confusing now, is a debate video. Now, S&S 4D free spin coasters. Most of the American enthusiasts, mainly American enthusiasts, will know about the S&S 4D free spin. It is like a fourth dimension coaster in a compact layout. It's pretty much an Intamin Zack spin crossed with 4D multi-dimensional coaster cars from S&S. Basically, that's what it is. Now, there is plenty across the Six Flags chain, but there are three parks, in my opinion, that haven't got or pretty much need S&S 4D free spins to complete their collection. So I'm going to be going through the three parks that I predict will be the next in line to get 4D free spins. Maybe in different years, maybe in the same years, I'm not too sure. But let's get started straight away with park number one, and it is Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now, most of you are thinking, Six Flags Magic Mountain, they've got 20 coasters. Why do they need an S&S 4D free spin? It is, as many people describe it, S&S 4D free spins are the Six Flags cookie cutter coaster. It's a coaster that every Six Flags park needs at some point. Crazy hand movements needed. But I feel like Six Flags Magic Mountain is the one, if they're going to invest lots in Magic Mountain, they're the one part that need it. And I do feel Magic Mountain could add that to their lineup, but in a way, so that's the pros of it. They need it to add to their lineup. It's something to round off the lineup. But the negative side of it, the con side of it, is that they've already got a Green Lantern First Flight. Now, if you don't know what that is, 2011, they had three new roller coasters. Well, technically two new one new coaster, one relocated kiddie coaster, and just refurbished an already existing coaster. So it's technically one coaster. But every time but that's what we like to do at Six Flags. We like to refurbish or relocate an old coaster, and we like to call it new. So yeah, 2011 was that year, and the one new coaster was Green Lantern First Flight, which is an Intamin Zack spin coaster. Now this was, it was down, I believe. I believe it was last season where it was down, heading into this season when it was down. Whether it was back up and running, I'm not too sure, but I feel personally the Green Lantern First Flight hasn't really been cutting it at Magic Mountain, so I believe that in a couple of years' time, if they still can't get it to work, or if it's just barely working, or if they can get it working but it still keeps getting negative reviews, then I'm sure it gets loads of positives, don't get me wrong, but some people find it negative. So if they were going to add a free spin, I would predict that that would be the location they'd do it in. And I feel like they'll do a poster saying, oh, the ring has lost its power and Green Lantern will take its last flight on September. It's usually September where they like to close rides. Some people close them in July. Don't know why, because it's summer holidays. But I do feel like Green Lantern would be on the way out if they added a free spin to the park. Theme-wise, again, it could be, they could sort of battle against Green Lantern and do like a Sinestro themed coaster, because that would be fantastic. I would do a Green Lantern ride in the future, maybe if First Flight did close, maybe like a flat ride or something themed to Green Lantern. But I would definitely do a Sinestro themed 4D free spin, because that would be brilliant. If not, they'll probably just go with the generic Joker, or Harley Quinn Spin Sanity, or Wonder Woman. You know what they're like. So the next Six Flags park is Six Flags Over Georgia. Now, I'm not going to speak too much about Six Flags Over Georgia because I've got a separate video that was, I believe it was around a month ago now, that video has been online, a few weeks now. And it was basically me talking about these rumours and speculations, not true in any way, about 2021 and 2022 at Six Flags Over Georgia, and there was talk of it being an SNS 40 free spin as one of them, and another coaster being added as well the year after. So if you want to see more about that, then go ahead and watch my video, but I do feel that Over Georgia would benefit from an SNS 40 free spin. But I said it to the camera, I shouted at the camera, you need a water park edition. They haven't touched the water park since they opened it way back in 2014, so that's, next year it'll be 5 years not touching the water park. So I think 2020 needs to benefit from turning their attention to the water park. Now, I'm not, like I said, I wasn't going to go too much into depth about Six Flags Over Georgia, but the third and final Six Flags park, this is what I need to talk about, and this is Six Flags St. Louis. Now, I've mentioned it in a few videos now. Six Flags St. Louis is one of those Six Flags parks that's just dying. They are absolutely dying. They haven't had a coaster since 2013, and Boomerang was even relocated, so it's been in double-digit years now since they've added their first original coaster. But I feel as if Six Flags St. Louis would benefit from that coaster, that addition, that excitement. Excuse me. Six Flags St. Louis needs a coaster, and they need it now, pretty much. And I just feel they're not getting it. They're not getting that addition in a way. So Six Flags St. Louis, it would be an up if they got a 40 free spin, because it means okay, the good rides, the decent attractions, they're finally bringing a coaster into Six Flags St. Louis. It might be something that's been found at all the other parks. Maybe different it a bit, maybe make it longer, but knowing Six Flags and how much they care about Magic Mountain and all those parks, they'll probably make it a shorter layout. But but no, I do feel as if they need to put loads of work into Six Flags St. Louis, and a Six Flags 40 free spin would be a start. I feel like that would be a start. I feel as if that ride would benefit that park. So that's 3 Six Flags parks. Now, if I was thinking 3 parks outside of Six Flags across the world where this concept would benefit, I mean, you're talking 3 European parks. I mean, I'm not sure that a park like Blackpool Pleasure Beach would add it. I mean, it would be nice because it's a compact coaster. It would fit nicely in the Wild Mouse location and Trauma Towers location. It would fit nicely in there. You know, having the Grand National Station, you just go to the opposite side and you see this massive vertical lift hill. So it would benefit Blackpool Pleasure Beach in that location. So I guess that's one. But Energylandia, I see as the most likely of the European parks to add this type of coaster, because Energylandia, they're adding coasters left, right and centre. I know that was more to the right, but just centre, I don't want to block my face. You know, they're adding coasters left, right and centre. I mean, 2019 they're adding a junior coaster, 2020 they're adding an RMC called Zadra. They're pushing the Vekoma launch to 2021, I believe, or 2022, I think. And there were rumours in the past of more coasters, like a mine train and a tilt coaster in the past. So Energylandia is one of those parts that's going on the up, and I feel they would benefit from this coaster. Excuse me again. Another coaster, well, another part that would benefit from this coaster, I think, is Gardaland, because Gardaland, if you don't know about Gardaland, basically it's a park in Italy. They've got some brilliant rides. They've got the Wing Coaster Raptor, And they've got the B&M dive coaster Oblivion, the Black Hole. Yes, Oblivion, it's not your rip-off. To be fair, the queue is better in Oblivion the Black Hole than the original Oblivion, but the original Oblivion is the inspiration for Oblivion the Black Hole and other dive coasters. So if we didn't have Oblivion, we wouldn't have... See the point, fanboy, basically, if we didn't give the world Oblivion, you wouldn't have Valravn to boast about, so there you go. That's something to discuss. Now, Gardaland, of course, have got their SBNO SNS Screaming Squirrel Coaster, Sequoia Adventure. That's been SBNO, I believe, all season. I'm not entirely sure on that. I think it's been SBNO for a few months at least. And I feel that needs replacing. I mean, I watched the TPW Theme Park Worldwide vlog on Gardaland. They said it was poor. I've seen loads of bad reviews online from Sequoia Adventure. It's painful. It's weird. It's strange. That compact 4D free spin would work perfectly in that location, because can you imagine? It's so easy to replace it with. You just take, because if you don't know the layout of Sequoia Adventure, basically it's like one big lift hill, and then it'll just go like a pinball machine, like up, down, and work its way back around. Literally, all you have to do is just take out the track and just try and do a similar shape to that, but less turny, more airtimey. It's literally like a copy of Sequoia Adventure, but more advanced and probably better and more comfortable. It's an easy fit for Gardaland, because you're literally replacing one type of coaster with another, because it's like that. Sequoia Adventure's all about tight turns. This one's about tight turns. This one's got more airtime, so it'd be a bit of a longer layout, but I guess you could shorten it in a way to still suit the park's needs, but it would be a good fit. It would really will. So you got Energylandia, Gardaland, Blackpool would be alright with it, I guess. I know there's rumours of a Mac, but I don't know how true they are. If I was to pick one more European park that would, benefit from this type of like coaster, I'm debating, because I'm thinking of the German parks, because Europa Park and Phantasialand, they could benefit from this. I know Phantasialand are currently cooking up their Vekoma Flyer, Fly, as it's called at the minute. I don't know if that's the actual name, but we'll get more confirmation on that in a future video. But Europa Park, of course, they're adding a new coaster in 2021. It's confirmed to be a Mac. But I would see them adding this coaster as well. I really would. And it's just a case of when and where. To be honest, it's just a case of when it will happen, and sort of like whereabouts in the park and when it will happen. So Europa Park and Phantasialand would be good with that, but I would take Energylandia, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and Gardaland because of how easy the fit would be. Energylandia because they're adding coaster after coaster. Gardaland because it's such an easy fit, replacing the SBNO Sequoia Adventure and getting that part of the park open again. Blackpool, Wild Mouse and Trauma Tower site, very compact, so it'd be a perfect fit, especially interacting with the pathway between the fence that will probably block off the lift hill from public access, and of course the Grand National station, pretty much. So there you go. So that's 3 Six Flags parks and 3 European parks that this coaster would fit. It's a compact coaster, and it's a great fit for any park, to be fair, because as soon as you put that coaster in, you watch the reaction. I mean, there's a lot of seaside parks that would really benefit from this. I mean, I know they've just added Gale Force, but if they didn't add Gale Force, maybe Playland's Castaway Cove would probably benefit from something like that. If they weren't thinking about Gale Force, and if SNS didn't bring out that concept, they would have gone, 4D free spin, we'll take it. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, Morey's Pier, if they were going to add a modern coaster, I know they like the classics. I know they had to remove the Flitzer, unfortunately, but that would benefit the park. I mean, it's just a case of when and where, to be honest. So there we go. So that's this discussion video. Again, I'm recording this on the Thursday, ready for Saturday, so I've got no idea of the results as of recording this, but I'll be bringing out Friday's video on the day, so I'll be able to give you my reactions. Is it positive or negative? I'm sort of wanting to predict the future, but there we go. So thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any next YouTube content. My name is Coast Shell, keep living the coast leopard dudes, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care. Hey, have an awesome day.